Hi guys. So I wanted to do a quick video about another offering another service that we offer at Robotech. Because we're so passionate about finding people jobs, of course we work for the client, which is basic recruitment. We sign terms with the client, we then go and find the candidate. What we are passionate about, myself, is helping the candidate. So a little unknown part of recruitment that is so useful is it's called reverse recruiting. Clues in the name. Basically, instead of recruiters working for the client, we get to work 100% for the candidate. So whereas a client takes us on, pays us a fee, and we go out, we find candidates for them, of course, with the candidate in mind, but it does limit us. What we want to do is we want to shout about you. We want to share your CV. We want to maybe interview on podcasts and YouTube channels. We want to be your cheerleader, but we're limited to do that when we have terms signed with a client, because if we were to do that, then the chances are the client will just reach out to you directly. So there's, recruitment politics and all that jazz. So what I'm looking to do more of in 2024 is reverse recruiting. Of course, there has to be a fee involved because the work involved is quite extensive. So we basically do the job hunt for you. So whereas before you would be applying for jobs, trailing through job sites, having to re-enter all your CV details onto every single different platform, that literally takes ages and ages. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we did that for you? So you're basically employing us, and it's based on interviews a week. So that's the outcome, For me personally, it's to get you a job within, a month, at the longest. But it's wonderful because it allows us to post about you with your name, This person's looking, we've all got absolutely huge networks. We can reach out to our connections with your name, because the focus and the goal is to get you interviews. We don't have to worry about them going over our heads and contacting you directly. That's the goal. So, also we're experts in finding companies. If you've never done sales before, the difference between reaching out to a client, a new studio without a call to action, or listing, we know where to find studios, that we do this, we are relentless in it, but we get to do it for you, which is just the best thing in the world. I wish I could do it for free, but unfortunately it is a full-time job, as you can imagine. You know what it's like when you are job hunting yourself. We don't just work with you. I limit myself to 7 a week candidates that I'm working with to get a job, just so that allows me, to find 10 new companies a day and apply for them for you. 10 is the target. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a lot when we have listed hundreds. We've done the research. Are they recruiting? Do we know people in there? Is it relevant? How are we going to get in here? When we say apply, it's not just apply through the website. We'll reach out. We'll use our software and everything that we have. We'll call. We'll ring. We'll say this amazing candidate is looking for a new role. So that's I work weekends, but that's 50 new roles a week. 50. I recommend at least 10 a day to apply for. Also, so the way it works, every Monday morning, I like to push it, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you'll have access to our smart sheet. So you have a personal smart sheet, which is a shared Excel spreadsheet, essentially, that you can see updates on. So Monday, there'll be a fresh new 10 companies on there for you to look at and then apply to, basically. But the difference is we won't apply unless you are happy with the companies, which is, we're not just going to go out there. So you could be like, I don't like the person, I've already spoken. Da, 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 da. So it's really open-based conversations. So you just tick, yep, and then you go on throughout your day, which is wonderful. We will then hit it hard, essentially. I like to add companies as I go along. So, it's available on your app. Just if I say, I've added another 5, can you have a quick look and let me know if you're happy for me to talk to them. So it's a great service because you can just sit back and relax. On top of that, we'll also look at your LinkedIn profile. We'll also look at your CV. We'll look at cover letters. We'll look at messages that you're going to send. We'll look at all different sources. I mean, essentially, the only thing you're going to need to do is manage your emails. And we will go through them on our 3 calls a week, which can be out of hours. As we understand, a lot of people are actually working. 3 calls a week pre-booked. What that allows us to do is to mentor you through interviews, answer emails properly, because there's a way of saying, let's look at times that they're talking about. Are you actually available? Are you ready for interviews? Are you going to be ready for interviews that day? And what are they asking? We want to know the ins and outs of their interview process. So we'll do that together. And then we'll mentor you through the whole process, including salary negotiations, and getting you the job. So I can't push it enough. Look on our website. We have a gold package and a silver package. What I will do is I'm keen to start having interviews on here because the subscribers are growing. Obviously, be shared on LinkedIn. I have 18,000 followers. And they're solid decision makers. But it's something to think about. If you're really struggling, have a look at our price plan. Can you afford it for 1 month? But yeah, if you also just want to chat about it, how it's worked for other candidates, if you want to have a call with me, that's fine. But it's a guaranteed way to get more interviews and then get more jobs quicker. Definitely worth the investment for candidates that are very desperate at the moment. Across all areas, we do normally prefer to work with senior level because obviously, the fees are there. But if you can afford, to invest in this, get in touch. If you're looking to get into the gaming industry, if you're sort of mid-level and you want to change industry, get in touch and we'll have a chat. Thanks, bye.